That is my setup ball. Alright guys, coming from a different angle here. My Mario poster up there from last month's Nintendo Powers that I bought. Alright, so it's been about a week. Got that arcade machine. Got to the last enemy on Castlevania. Got about halfway through Enslaved. I'm almost to the third boss in Battle Kid. I think that's about all I'm doing really. Most of my time was spent getting the ROMs for my arcade machine. That took like 52 hours. Just trying to get all this stuff hooked up in there. I can play the arcade machines with the ROM, with MAME, with the joysticks, with the arcade controls there. I can listen to it to the arcade machine, but I have to look over at the monitor when I'm actually playing it because I can't drop my video card resolution low enough to match the 27-inch arcade monitor that I have in the machine there. I don't have a PCI graphics card, so I can't install the arcade VGA that I can get from the arcade store, even though those are like $89 and like the easiest solution. So I tried to install Soft 15K, which is a resolution program which helps drop monitors low enough so that you can run your Windows and your video games on those monitors in the 200s and 300 range. So, you know, I thought I could pop my computer screen in there, but that would be totally just tacky. And plus, you know, I want an arcade machine with the arcade monitor on there working. So I'm just going to get that figured out. I've got Arcade MAME Machine helping me primarily. And then, you know, I have plenty of other people on here to talk to if I have any other questions. It's mainly just tinkering around and having the time to do it. I'm in the middle of a work week right now. And, you know, I'm trying to increase sales like crazy at my store. So, you know, in between that and just coming here and trying to get that done, and then running and biking and everything, I just don't have any time for anything. I can play, you know, 20, 30 minutes of video games a day, just to try to keep caught up on stuff, and then I might have like an hour or two on my days off, where I try to just sit there and play I try to just sit and play games, instead of just working on all this stuff so much. But it would be nice just to have that arcade machine going. You know, when I see people's videos, it's always like week 1, week 2. So I knew it was going to be a several week process for that, so whatever. Now about Castlevania Lord of Shadows, this is the second game since I've owned my PS3. Since I bought the PS3, I think November '09 last year. I played Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters wiped the data on me twice. One part, you know, like halfway through the game, then again, like right at the beginning of the game, and I almost gave up. I still played the game. My third time I played it, I just said, you know, I'm going to play this through on hard mode. Played it through on hard mode and beat it without it resetting, but it kept wiping my data. So the other night, I get to the final boss in Castlevania Lord of Shadows, which was quite funny, and if any of you have gotten to the final boss in that game yet, I'm sure you all laughed like I did. I'm sure we all wanted to see Dracula at one point or another, but it was quite funny when, you know, when you get to that last boss, and you're just like, okay, it's kind of silly. But I go there to play it in the morning, and all my data's gone. So I don't know what happened to that. That's just kind of silly. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, if it's just a PS3 thing, or if that's with particular games. It hasn't ever happened to me on anything else. It happened to me on Ghostbusters, happened to me with this one. So I don't know if that's like a CD problem or an actual PS3 internal system problem. Okay. Anyways, my plans. I'm planning to start getting some more Nintendo games soon. I might actually just start buying stuff online. I really don't want to. I like to go to the stores and buy them, but, you know, like I said a couple weeks ago in my last pickups vid, this isn't any stores anymore that I can go into and grab a huge bundle of games. So I rely on just, you know, trading with people and probably the internet now, which I really don't want to. I'd rather get it from you guys on YouTube, because I trust you guys and I know you guys. And I can do good things for you, and we can all help each other out, and that, you know, that's why I like it here, because things work out well like that. But, I don't know, let's see what happens. I got like 220 something, 230 more to go. And then, okay, we're only 5 minutes. Sometimes it feels like I'm rambling on for 10 minutes at a time. Alright, so I got some more PC Engine HuCard games coming. I ordered those the 24th of last month. And if any of you buy stuff from risingstuff.com, you know it's only 2 guys running that place, and they'll always get your stuff, and the most honest guys I've ever worked with as far as, you know, buying video games. And but it takes 3 to 4 weeks sometimes to get your stuff. So, you know, if it's ever your first time buying from them, and they even put on their thing there, it'll take a while. There's 2 of them. It'll take 1 to a week or 2 or so just for the confirmation and the payment to go through. Then they test all the stuff. They get it ready for shipping, and they ship it out. And it can take 2-3 weeks just to get it shipped out to you, and then take another week or 2 or even 3 in the mail coming from Japan, depending on how much you buy. Systems, you know, or games or whatever. So I'll get about 8 more of those HuCards coming. So fill up that nicely. I want to get some more Super CD-ROMs. I found a couple cool shooters for that. I think I want to pick them up. There was one called Metamorph Jupiter, which was actually the first game by the guy who did the Parappa the Rapper series, and yeah, it's a pretty cool little what's my cat doing? Cat here. It's a cool little shoot 'em up game. There's 2 shoot 'em ups I saw for the PC Engine, Super CD-ROM that I would like to pick up, and then you know, what else? Oh well. Alright, so we got the video. I talked about Castlevania, Enslaved. Enslaved just, you know, it's a fun game. It's going good. I just kind of put it aside for now. I'll hop back in that a little later. I'm enjoying that, so I'm not going to try to rush that or anything. Castlevania, I'm starting to play it all over again. I played like the first third of the game on just like the 2nd difficulty, even though I'd started on night, on like the highest you can pick. But now I went ahead and started again on night, so that when I beat it, I'll get all the achievements for everything below that. And I like to play it on Paladin, but I would have this time if I would have beat the last boss, but it erased all my data, so now I gotta start over, and that's kind of shitty. But you know, I got all my trophies still, so whatever. Yakking, dude. I got my music's off. I got a bite on the rod. I'm playing that. Well, I put in Blue Marlin, listening to some music this morning. But yeah, so I guess that's about it for me. Next video will probably be some Goodwill pickups. Probably go tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow. Hit up a couple of Goodwills on Sunday. I was able to put a couple bucks away to go down there. I'm gonna start keeping an extra $100 on me at Goodwill, just in case I run into those flat screens. I came across a really nice Sony flat screen monitor the other day, 42 inches, you know, really good. And when I say flat screen monitor, I meant a projection screen TV. And you know, I'm just gonna start pushing those to the back of my basement, because those things go for $300, $400, $500 a pop, $700 a pop. And if I can buy those for $100 each and have a half a dozen in my basement, you know, I can keep cycling those in and out for a few $100s at a time. It's all about making that money, you know, just find different things to make money on and do what you love, you know. And I say just stay in the video game industry, you know. I'm gonna bum around here my whole life, I don't care. I'm gonna, you know, build up my library, hopefully donate stuff out to libraries or museums or stuff later on, but you know, I just try to get that work done, you know. So when I'm at Goodwill, I'm looking for stuff like TVs also, you know, just anything that I can make a return profit on, and in the long run, never immediately. I never look for something to sell right away. In fact, in the last year that I've collected stuff, I might have sold, I sold one thing. What did I sell? I sold, I didn't even sell it. I just bought a, I think it was Zelda. No. It wasn't the Mario, it was the Zelda one. I bought the Zelda one, picked that up for West Gross Customs because he couldn't find it anywhere. He just paid me with the money order. But you know, I don't really sell anything. It's all about the future. Just planning for the future. So, alright guys, I'm gonna see you in my next vid here, probably tomorrow night. So, take care. Peace.